Hello, I'm Lori Michaels, and I'm going to read for you something that I hope does not become a Christmas classic. It's something I wrote recently, and it's called It's Just That We're All Sick of This, with apologies to A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement Clark Moore. Twas the year after virus emerged on the scene, and the world felt the first wave of COVID-19. It began taking lives within weeks of its birth. Then this novel corona swarmed over the earth. The Chinese were first, but to Europe it spread, and from there it quickly and silently sped, crossing oceans and borders, arriving by air in Seattle, at Newark, JFK, and O'Hare. An orange-hued fool who knew danger was here calmly lied and said, "Soon it will just disappear. There's no need for panic. It's nothing, I say. With the warmth of the spring, it'll just go away." But the ones who knew science, and medicine too, said the fool was mistaken, warned what we should do. All the Who's down in Whoville and CDC elves shouted, "Please wear a mask, social distance yourselves." A lot listened to them, but lots of them wouldn't. They claimed it was their choice, something that shouldn't be ordered by government nor be policed. So they did as they pleased, and the cases increased. When the warmth came with April and then into May, and the virus indeed didn't just go away as the fool said it would have, he finally agreed to insist a solution be made at warp speed. "Now Pfizer, Moderna, go do what you do. On AstraZeneca, you smaller ones too. Find a way to combat this invisible fiend. Go dash away, make a vaccine." They rose to the challenge. They worked night and day while the fool announced, "Long before Election Day, I'll have something to save you. It's well within reach. In the meantime, you might want to inject some bleach." Would those drug makers sacrifice safety for speed to comply with uncaring political need? "We will not cut corners. Complain if you must. We won't release something that no one will trust." Infection counts soared as the months flew on by, and it followed that many infected would die. All the doctors and nurses and testers and such began to unravel. It all was too much. In some places, the leaders said stop or go slow, as the schools and the businesses reeled with each blow, and rank unemployment continued to rise. The orange-hued fool just kept spewing his lies. "If we stopped all the testing, we'd have no more cases. Refuse when they tell you to cover your faces, despite what you hear from our own CDC. No, I won't wear a mask. I don't see it for me." So the fool held his rallies, those viral events, whether indoors or outdoors or under big tents, and at one garden party, as fate can be cruel, the virus corona infected the fool. But because of his station, they whisked him away to a hospital where, in his bed as he lay, they filled him with medicine still under test and sent him back home after 3 days of rest. He learned not a thing from his sickly ordeal, falsely claimed he's immune, maybe made out of steel. And he tweeted his nonsense. "It's me you must choose. If I'm not re-elected, you'll know it's fake news." And election day came and election day went, and the country selected a new president. Sometime later that same week, one drug maker said, "Our trials look good, so we're moving ahead." Another one followed with news just as dear, but they cautioned most folks that it could be next year, sometime in the middle, before they receive their inoculation against this disease. For you see, it's the people who need it the worst. All those frontline health workers they'll give it to first. And the makers advised them, preparing those lots, by Christmas you all should have gotten your shots. Then the elderly next, and then all of the rest, till this horrid pandemic is finally repressed, and we stop losing loved ones by thousands each day. But right now, as I write this, that's so far away. In the meantime, we'll concentrate on our survival, hopes being pinned on that vaccine's arrival. Please still wear your mask and be socially smart. We can keep down the spread if we all do our part. I've come to the end of my plagiarized hack, costing 5 precious minutes you'll never get back. Now I'll leave you with this bit of holiday cheer. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, good next year.